it's time to grab a feel-good story from social media that shows just how thoughtful and creative women are. This is what I'm liking. So in the midst of the pandemic, fairies have moved into a Virginia neighborhood, and the local kids cannot get enough. They visit the fairies' forest and exchange letters with them. Sometimes the fairies even leave the children gifts. This magical place is in part thanks to the work of a children's author who lives in the neighborhood. The rest, of course, is the magic of the fairies themselves. Let's say hi to Lisa Suhay, y'all. Hi.
Hi.
Well, it is lovely to meet you, and I gotta ask, so how did this all start?
Well, it really began during the lockdown. I met these two little girls, one right after the other, and they were so miserable that I decided to teach them about the fairies. And I told them that the fairies had come back to our realm to help them find their happy thoughts and that they should bring them cake. And then one of the little girls came back to my door and knocked on the door and asked if the fairies lived in my garden. And I told them that what we really needed to do was make a space for them. And we would get a door and the fairies would come through. And Amazon came through and so did the door. And then the fairies magically appeared and started writing to the children. And that was because knowing the fairies were there wasn't quite enough. They needed something a little more tangible, and a letter in their hand was what we figured was going to do the job. So the children write to the fairies, and the fairies write back the very next day. And if they write to Tinkerbell, Tinkerbell writes back. If they write to the fairy godmother writes back. And just like with you, they're writing to Santa right now. So I appreciate all your help.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful thing, and it's so creative. So thank you so much, Lisa. It's a beautiful thing you're doing for the community.
Thank you.
All right, I'm liking your post right now. But wait, Lisa, that's not all. We've actually partnered with Friction from Pilot Pen, the go-to erasable pen of the Kelly Clarkson Show. They know that magic can happen when you put pen to paper. You would as well. You're an author. And they like to recognize great people doing great things. So they're going to give you $1,000. How's that sound?
I think I heard 3 fairies faint just now.
Well, we just got to believe, and they'll come back to life. Well, thank you so much. Have a blessed holidays, and thank you for joining us, all right?
Thank you so much.
All right.